Hi, folks. Today I want to talk about why most people fail at meditation. So, meditation has become very fashionable nowadays. So, there are millions of books of meditation and different techniques, and almost everyone will try meditation at one point or the other. And pretty soon, they're gonna try it, they're gonna sit there, you have this image of, sit there, you're gonna chant Om Shanti Shanti Om, and then within 5 minutes, you'll be enlightened. And but reality, what happens, at least for me, is you sit there and you go, am I enlightened yet? Am I enlightened yet? Am I enlightened yet? Nope. And you think, oh, I must be sitting for 2 hours now. You look at the clock, it's been like 2 minutes. You think, what the hell? Why am I not enlightened yet? And many people, they become disillusioned after some point and they just quit because I'll get to why. So, why do so many people fail at meditation? They can't try it, and they try different. I was like that. I tried different dozens of techniques, different of YouTube videos, and different gurus, different techniques, Kundalini yoga, Zen, and mantra, and visualization, and boom, nothing happened, and I grew very angry and slightly disillusioned. I think one thing you have to understand is the reason meditation doesn't work as well as it should for many people is what many people know about meditation actually comes from marketing. Be honest. If you think about meditation, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? A pretty girl in a tight, tight sports bra and sitting in a sea beach going, or some dude who's all muscly and he's like, yeah, he's all toned up and he's doing yoga on a mountain or something. And this is most people's idea of a meditation. You're sitting on the beach and you're all blissed out. If you've ever been to the beach, you know that you try to sit and meditate, and you'll have kids running by, dogs running around, wind blowing in your face, sand blowing in your face. And the reality is that most of what we know about meditation comes from marketing. There's a huge industry to sell you on enlightenment, to sell you on peace, to sell you on joy. It's like, yeah, do this. You'll be enlightened in 2 weeks, guaranteed, or your money back, double your money back. And the marketing isn't evil. They're not like evil people out to screw you and take your money. It's just that, the field has exploded in the West since the 50s, 60s, 1950s, 1960s. And now it's a huge market. And there are a lot of people trying to sell books and courses. And a lot of what people are told, or it's not directly told, but it's sort of hinted, like what I say about meditation. There's a girl sitting within a beach, with her eyes closed, or a dude doing power yoga or something. It's very subtle, right? It's very subtle. It's like if you want to get married, you have to buy a diamond engagement ring. Nobody tells you that. Nobody says that. But we're constantly fed these images that if you're not buying a diamond ring for a girlfriend or boyfriend, for a girlfriend mostly, you're not a real man. Yeah, you have to buy a diamond ring. Diamond is a girl's best friend. If you love her, put a ring on it with a big 200-carat diamond or something. So it's not, nobody actually says to you, you need to buy a diamond, but we're constantly fed this programming. You have to buy a big diamond. You have to buy a big diamond. And that's led to this effect where, the De Beers company, diamonds are not actually that rare, but by creating this artificial need, the De Beers company from South Africa, they've raised the price of diamonds just by creating a false need when none exists. And it's a bit like that with meditation. There's no direct, oh, you must do this. It's a lot of subtle, right? You're like, oh, if you're depressed, try meditation. Oh, if you're not feeling well, try meditation. Oh, I like to meditate in the morning, make me feel relaxed. And no, it doesn't. Not for me, at least. Meditation does not make me feel relaxed. And there's recent scientific evidence coming, a lot of research by psychologists, that for many people, And the meditation community, the whole yoga, Buddhism, Zen, they get very angry if you post this. But there's evidence that meditation leads to work. If you for many people, meditation leads to them becoming more depressed, more angry, more suicidal even. So rather than becoming enlightened and I'm blissed out, I'm zen, my kundalini is opening, they actually become worse. And people can explain like, what? Meditation is supposed to make you happy. That's what the marketing says, right? But it doesn't. Some people it might, some people it won't. My own experiences, and this is backed by other people, is that meditation will not make you happy. It'll make you even worse. Whatever problems you have, even worse. I went to this event by Om Swami, who actually spent a year meditating in the Himalayas, a year or two. And he said that if your meditation is making you happy, you're doing it wrong. And I think a lot of people were really, they didn't say anything, but I felt eyebrows being raised. What? We just paid you, what was it, 120 pounds to learn meditation, and you're telling us that makes it worse. Oh, sorry, he had a good point, and that agrees with my experience that, whatever problems you have, whatever problem the false self, the ego has, meditation makes them extreme, big, huge. And there's a whole, why it does that is a whole topic in itself. But the short version is that, when you start meditating, you bring the power of awareness, which is like a laser, onto everything, onto your problems. And stuff that you have been suppressing, all your hate, all your disgust, all your lust, all your everything you've been suppressing. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with lust or even anger. But the fact is that we suppress it because society tells us we're not supposed to feel this way. It's not spiritual. So we suppress those things, and meditation brings it all out up. Brings it all up. So meditation does not make you happy. It will eventually make you happy once you're, you've crossed whatever the egoic stuff you need to cross over, which will depend on each person. I can't give you a fixed answer. Once you cross that, then it might make you happy. But on the way, it's a very painful path. It's it's like walking through thorns in the desert with bare feet. So meditation, and not everyone will agree with me. Certainly not all these best-selling authors who are selling, if you're depressed, just do meditation, it'll all go away. They won't agree with me. But meditation's job is not to make you happy. If you want to be happy, you smoke weed. Or you get laid, go to the bar and pick who you want to pick up, whatever your taste is. Man, woman, or whatever you like. If you want to be happy, smoke some weed, get laid, have sex. Don't meditate. Because meditation will not make you happy, at least not in the short term. In the short term, it might make things a lot worse. Because, like I said, everything you've been suppressed comes up. And it can be really, really strong. It can totally crush you. That's why, you have these people who become more depressed when they meditate. Meditation is not a shortcut to happiness. It's not a quick route. Meditation is the process of discovering who you are, your true state, your natural state, which is, your true state is one of bliss and love and joy. But it has been hidden under layers of shit, garbage, which is piled on and on and on by our thinking mind. So when you start to meditate, you've got all the shit you put on yourself and you have to crawl out of it. That is not a pleasant experience. It cannot be. That's why you have terms like dark night of the soul, because people have to go through this horrible time before they can find the good parts. Meditation doesn't make you happy, but that's not its job. Its job is to find out your real self. So be careful of starting meditation just because you want to be happy, because trust me, you will not be happy in meditation. There are much easier ways to be if you just want to be happy. That said, for many people, they don't have a choice. We're getting into woo-woo territory, but your higher self, your spirit, when it thinks it's your time, it'll grab you by the neck, it'll force you onto the path. And the spirit is like a drug dealer. It'll give you a taste of your real self, which is a being of extreme happiness, extreme joy and peace. It'll give you a small taste of it, and then it'll take it away. Phew. And then you'll be stuck in the world, and you'll be like, shit, I want that back. I want that back. And that's the worst state to be in, because you no longer find the material world interesting. But you haven't gained the spiritual world yet, and you're stuck between sort of heaven and earth. And that's where the journey starts. So meditation might not make you happy, but if you have tasted, the bliss of yourself, then you won't have an option. You'll just have to charge through it and struggle through it. And hopefully over the next few videos we'll go into this in a bit more detail. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Namaste.